Let's debrief. I want to talk real briefly before we talk about filling the gaps, because this can change maybe some of your perspectives. I've heard this going on. You know, boy, I don't know if I have time to do all of that. Was anybody thinking that? Yeah. Okay. This is not about creating more time. This is about unbundling your services. You don't have to do everything that you do in one service. You can unbundle and make them lines along the way. Think about that. You can, so instead for me, if I'm going to go and I'm going to help one of my clients, one of my packages, especially in the beginning, was, well, I can take a look at your insurance and do a diagnostic, and I can go out and bid that out for you, and I can help you with it, and this whole thing costs $20,000. But I never had, I can just do the diagnostic if that's all you want. Now I do. That's farther down the line. So basically I unbundled all the things that I did to all of a sudden come up with more lines. Now a lot of the things that you see, I've made up because they're partly for marketing that I put on down the left side. But think about some of the process you have, some of the methodology. Can you take pieces of that out and just simply unbundle it and not make more time? So let's debrief. We've got about 10 minutes left. Let's debrief on some of the thoughts that you've had in going through this exercise, revelations, things like that. They're throwing food at me. Here's the things I want to talk about with trust and brand. This is very easy, and it'll be quick. As you accelerate down the curve, it must be because of trust and brand. You see, I think you see it on here. As trust and brand increases, people will accelerate down. As your brand, how many branding experts do we have in here? Is it the truth? As your brand gets better, people, like he said, will all of a sudden out of nowhere parachute down over here because they heard of you, and they want to come in right here. They don't want to start at the beginning. They want to start because you're Tony Robbins or you're Marshall Goldsmith. You know what I'm saying? You know that name, you know that brand, you're starting here. It helps the bounce factors, and I actually put being in the moment for new opportunities that arise. I like to listen to what you're saying because I may hear something that all of a sudden says, that's a good point, I can talk about that. Case in point, I do a lot of mentoring and coaching for insurance professionals. It came about because when I was doing interviewing them and hearing their proposals, a couple of them would say, how did I do? Did I do okay? What could I have done better? I started thinking, I wonder if I can add that to my repertoire of things I do. If I can add that to my Accelerant Curve in coaching and mentoring. And that's how that started, and it turned into what I do today in a larger scale. So be in the moment and find ways that you can increase that trust and brand. Words need to be yours. And here's my last word. You all are in a very honorable profession. The consulting profession, the professional services profession. You help people by improving their condition. Whatever that condition is, you're helping to improve it. The only way that you can continue to help people is if they know about you. And if they know what you do, and that they have the opportunity to use you so you can increase the trust. And it's a wonderful thing. They get better. They're happy to pay you. You're happy to be paid. It's a wonderful cycle, and what you do is really important. So I encourage you to go out and find as many ways that you can help people without increasing your labor intensity, because you have a life as well. But to find ways that you can help people the most, and then in the end, you're helping yourself as well. So I thank you for your time today. I'm sticking around during lunch. And look at that. I was right on the nose, 12 o'clock on the nose. Thank you very much.